I think sometimes when we're talking about this, and we've just touched on stigma a little bit, we think, well, what is the value of a diagnosis? Do we want to tell people? And so this is a video from Morgan Fawcett, and it's been around for a while, but I think that he does articulate very well what the value of the understanding that diagnosis can bring when it's done in a respectful way with a plan to move forward. So we're going to share that. We're going to stop it after 2 minutes, and I'll put my hand up when we're stopping it.
I'm a child with a Cogwan Tom and a grandchild with a Duckdane Tom, and I'm 19 years old. I'm an alcoholic. My mother drank 90 to 100 days during pregnancy, so I live with many of my own FASDs. I have both physical and neurological disabilities. I have spina bifida occulta, scoliosis, submucous cleft palate. My eyes focus at 2 separate times. I have other sensory integration problems. I have deformed hips. I have many learning disabilities. I have short-term memory. I have the cognitive skills of a 4-year-old. I have the overall brain development of an 11-year-old. It's not easy living with my FASDs, not just for me, but for my grandparents, because they're with me every step of the way. They're my external brain. They work with me, and they help me be successful. I had no clue that I was struggling because parts of my brain didn't develop. I was struggling because my body didn't develop right. So I simply felt stupid. But the more I read, the more I realized I wasn't stupid. The more I read, the more I understood why I did or didn't think in certain ways, why I did or didn't understand certain subjects. And that was huge. It was like 1,000 pounds was lifted off my shoulders. I can't tell you how many times people said to me, well, I don't want to label my child. We don't want to have a diagnosis because that's just going to be saying that they have a problem. Well, denial doesn't help, but acceptance and knowing that you have disabilities, know where you lie, not only brings relief, but it also gives you a base of where you need help. Knowing and understanding where your deficits lie helps you build upon your strengths. My mother drank during pregnancy, but just because she drank during pregnancy doesn't make her a bad person. There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of not understanding FASD. And there's a stigma placed on mothers. And when I go out and when I speak, I always emphasize when it comes to fetal alcohol, they're only victims, never perpetrators.